everybody, my name is Jocey. Normally I'd be doing this at a store, but it's a bit of an unusual year, so instead you're all in my art cave with me. I am a children's illustrator and author. I write books about cats that have little adventures all around the world. This one is Nuptse, she's a little sister cat, and this one is Lhotse, and he's a big brother cat. Today I'm going to read Nuptse and Lhotse in the Land of the Midnight Sun. So get nice and cozy and let's go. Once upon a time, two marvelous globe-trotting cats were making pictures about their latest adventures. Winter had just begun and the two cats were waiting for the first snow to fall. Things about Nuptse. Named after Mount Nuptse, a mountain beside Mount Everest, a little sister cat, a scaredy cat, loves jelly beans, mittens, and building sandcastles. Do any of you like jelly beans? Things about Lhotse. Named after Mount Lhotse, a mountain near Mount Everest, a big brother cat, a courageous cat, loves mystery books, microscopes, and looking for starfish. Are any of you courageous? Lhotse finished printing his pictures and wandered up to the attic in search of a photo album. Nuptse heard a bump and a thump, and then what sounded like a sneeze, then a squeal. "Come here, Nuptse. I found a trunk up here that belonged to Auntie Kennermark," Lhotse called. "Is that a treasure chest?" Nuptse asked, rushing into the attic. "Open it!" Lhotse carefully opened the trunk and pulled out the most unusual tools the cats had ever seen. "I know what these are," said Lhotse excitedly. Before there were maps, polar explorers used the night stars and these tools to guide them across oceans or to find the North and South poles. Nuptse squealed and dove headfirst into the chest. "Look at this," she said triumphantly, holding up a beautiful snow globe. "Let's make a wish while I shake it. Maybe it will finally start snowing." Snowflakes swirled inside the globe. The cats closed their eyes and wished for snow. They opened them again. Snowflakes swirled inside the globe. The cats were mesmerized. "Look outside," said Lhotse. "It's a blizzard." The wind howled around the house. Mitten-sized snowflakes swirled in all directions. "Something's coming through the snow," said Lhotse. "I think it's a sled." "A sled with reindeer and presents and sand? Ee-haw! Whoa! Not that kind of sled," Lhotse laughed. "I think it's a dog sled team." With harnesses jingling, tongues lolling, drool dangling, and teeth snapping, the dogs came to a barking and breathless halt in front of the cat's home. A fox jumped down from the sled and approached the cats. "I'm Roald, the polar explorer fox," he said. "I've traveled around the world too many times to count on my paws, but somehow I got lost in this blizzard. Do you know what happened?" "Nuptse shook this globe and we made it snow," answered Lhotse. "I've seen that globe before," Roald exclaimed. "It once belonged to Kennermark, the bravest Arctic explorer I ever met. She left my expedition to search for the greatest treasure of the North in the Land of the Midnight Sun. We love treasure hunts. Let's go find what she was looking for," said Lhotse. "Well, what are you waiting for? Just hop on my sled," instructed Roald. The cats climbed over the rails and into the sled's basket, and away they went. They leaped over snowdrifts, charged across frozen lakes, and raced through snowy forests, all the way to Alaska. "Welcome to the Chilkoot Trail, gateway to the Klondike Gold Rush," declared Roald. "Gold?" exclaimed Nuptse. "I love gold. Let's go." "This is just like climbing Mount Everest," panted Lhotse as they hiked up the treacherous pass. This would be easier if it would stop snowing. I have an idea, said Nuptse, shaking the snow globe. Let's wish for spring. Look, the snowflakes are changing into flowers, said Roald. The snow is melting. They stampeded up and over the pass, rafted down the White Horse Rapids, and finally arrived in the Klondike. Is gold the greatest treasure of the North? Asked Lhotse, gently rocking a gold pan. Maybe once upon a time, answered Roald, but the treasure Kenanark went looking for was bonanza! I found gold, interrupted Lhotse. Me too, squealed Nuptse. Hey, so did I, said Roald. Let's celebrate with a few sourdough drinks in Dawson City. Roald giggled mischievously as Nuptse and Lhotse put their glasses to their lips and took great big sips. Gack! There's a mummified human toe in here, spluttered Lhotse. Ew! I dare you to drink it all, challenged Nuptse. I double toe dare you, said Lhotse, laughing. Scaredy cats, teased Roald. This is how you drink the sourdough. Roald chugged the drink in one gigantic gulp. You swallowed the toe? Cried the cats in unison. Delicious feet are always sweet. Burp. This gold nugget is fake, barked the Mountie. If I ever catch the culprits who used fool's gold to pay for their sourdoughs, I'll take all 10 of their filthy toes. Roald and the cats scampered out of town and ran until they reached the end of the boreal forest. As they caught their breath, a gigantic set of antlers popped up out of the bushes. There we go. Someone's just lost an antler. Oolacoot, oolacoot. Good morning. I'm Tuk-Tuyuk-Tuk. That's Tuk-Tuyuk-Tuk, but you can call me Tuk for short. I'm a caribou. How are you? Can you take us north? Asked Roald. Of course. I was just on my way to my summer home on the Arctic coast, said Tuk. We just crossed the Arctic Circle. Up here in the summer, the sun never goes to bed, and then it sleeps all winter long, said Tuk. Let's wish for summer, said Lhotse, shaking the globe. The flowers are changing, said Roald. But what is that horrible humming? It sounds like mosquitoes! Millions of them! Hold on, shouted Tuk. They hightailed it across the tundra. Phew! We finally outran those bloodthirsty bugs, said Nuptse. We may have a bigger problem. Are we sinking? Asked Lhotse. Oh, for Pete's sake, that's the permafrost, groaned Tuk. It's a deep layer of mud that stays frozen all year. But it's starting to thaw. Let's wish for autumn. Maybe the cool weather will refreeze the permafrost, suggested Lhotse as she shook the globe. The globe is changing. It's full of feathers now, said Roald, the sky filled with the sound of thousands of birds flying south. Did you know these Arctic terns migrate between here and Antarctica every year, hollered Tuk? They hold the world record for squawking, shouted Lhotse, covering his ears. No, for long-distance flying. The four continued their journey. As they crossed the barren lands, Nuptse noticed some odd-looking animals. What kind of animals are these? She asked. They're so strange. Just a few old friends of mine, said Tuk. Old, said Lhotse, laughing. Try prehistoric. Some of these might be from dinosaur times. Animals that once lived in the land of the midnight sun. Giant camels, woolly mammoths, dire wolves, mastodons, saber-toothed tigers, Yukon horses. Animals that still live in the land of the midnight sun. Polar bears, musk oxen, moose, caribou, walruses, Arctic foxes, ermines, sea lions, and seals. We've reached the Arctic Ocean, said Tuk. A cold fog curled around them. What is that on the hill? Asked Lhotse, squinting to see through the fog. It looks like a person waving. Oh, that's probably an Inukshuk. It's a formation made of rocks that shows travelers where to go, said Roald. If it's an Inukshuk, how can it be running toward us? Asked Lhotse, waving back. Hold on, there is more than one. They look very excited to see us. Uh-oh, said Tuck nervously. Those aren't Inuksweet. That's an Inuit family. The Inuit have lived here for thousands of years. I might be on their dinner menu tonight. Tavavosi, Tavavosi, goodbye. I'm out of here. Tuck galloped into the thickening fog and disappeared. A man approached. I am a put. Are you flesh or spirit? We are cats and an Arctic fox, answered Lhotse. We're looking for the greatest treasure of the north. Caribou, whale, bear, and seal are all treasures to us, but maybe you're looking for the place of the boats, said a put thoughtfully. Our grandparents told us a story that there was once great treasure inside the boats. I'll take you there. Irk! Danger ahead, said a put as he paddled his kayak through the ice floes. We need to find a way through before the ice traps us. I see a castle and 3 suns, exclaimed Nuptse. She wiggled out of the kayak and ran, slipping and sliding across the ice, and then she vanished. Poochoo, yelled a put. She fell in a seal hole. Suddenly, the most marvelous beast that Lhotse had ever seen broke through the ice. Check out my unicorn whale, hollered Nuptse. Those old boats we're looking for are at the bottom of the ocean below, so this must be the greatest treasure of the north. Can I keep him? I'm not a unicorn whale. I'm a narwhal, and no, you can't keep me, the narwhal laughed. Hey, where did my castle go? Asked Nuptse. It was an ice blink, a trick of the ice, explained a put. I once saw a man riding a bird flying toward the North Pole. How extraordinary, declared Roald. Brrr, it's suddenly colder than a popsicle out here, said Lhotse, shivering as the freezing wind roared around them and thick snow began to fall. The snow is here. I'll make an igloo, said a put. Uh-oh, I must have changed the weather again when I fell into the ocean with the globe, said Nuptse. I'm hungry. What's for dinner? Asked Roald. I brought this pemmican I found in Cananark's trunk, said Lhotse. And instead of jelly beans, I brought these. Nuptse triumphantly dumping out her pack. Lemons and limes rolled in every direction. It's so we don't catch scurvy. Roald and Lhotse burst out laughing. You can't catch scurvy, howled Roald. It's a sickness you only get if you don't eat enough vitamin C. But pass me a lemon, please. They ate until their bellies were full and fell asleep in the glow of a put's oil lamp. Cats, wake up, whispered Roald. I hear something prowling around outside. They crawled out of the igloo into the whirling blizzard. I can't see a thing out here, said Lhotse. The snow feels warm and furry over here, said Nuptse. It's like the snow is hugging me. That's not snow, warned a put. That's a polar bear. I'm no polar bear. I'm Growler, a pizzly bear, roared the bear. What's a pizzly bear? Asked Lhotse. My dad is a polar bear and my mom is a grizzly bear, explained Growler. Do you know what the greatest treasure of the north is? Asked Nuptse. Is it me? I'm definitely a treasure, said Growler proudly. The cats rolled their eyes and Roald groaned. There was once someone who talked about the greatest treasure of the north, an explorer named Cananark. Yes, that's our auntie. That's what we're looking for, Lhotse said. That was so long ago. Yes, of course, I'll show you, Growler said. I must return to my family now, said a put. I hope you find what you were looking for. They crawled over snow ridges, slid down icy cliffs, and climbed a towering ice shelf. Ice and snow stretched as far as they could see. "Here it is," proclaimed Growler, "the greatest treasure of the North, the polar ice cap." "You're kidding me," growled Roald. "I didn't come all this way to find out. All Cananark discovered was a boring old ice cube." "This ice is not boring," gasped Growler. "All this ice makes cold ocean currents which mix with warmer ocean water. This mixture helps the air above the ocean make the rain and clouds, storms and snow, and a powerful wind that wraps around Earth, moving the weather from here to there and back again." "It's like our Auntie's snow globe. It can change the weather too," said Nuptse. "I heard that Cananark loved the land of the midnight sun, so she filled the globe with all her favorite things from here. Flowers and fireweed, bird feathers and a polar bear tooth, a fox whisker and a caribou hair, gold dust and permafrost," said Growler. "Even mosquitoes?" asked Lhotse. "Yes, even those pesky bugs," answered Growler. "But how does Cananark's globe change the weather?" asked Lhotse. "Maybe it's because she also put ice and snow from the North Pole inside her globe while she danced under the northern lights. But we'll never know for sure," said Growler, winking as he shook the globe. "The globe is glowing," said Lhotse. The sky filled with dancing lights and the snow sparkled with ice diamonds. "Auntie Cananark was right. This ice cap really is the greatest treasure of the North," cheered Nuptse. "Lhotse, how do we get home?" asked Nuptse. "I know," said Lhotse, digging in his pack. "What about this hot air balloon? I found it in Cananark's trunk." "You're both just like your auntie, curious and ridiculous," said Roald. "I wonder what your next adventure will be." He and Growler waved goodbye as the cats floated up above the glittering ice and south to home. So I hope you enjoyed my story today. My books are all available at Shelf Life Books. These are a few of the other ones. Nuptse and Lhotse in Nepal. Whoops. Nuptse and Lhotse go to Iceland. Nuptse and Lhotse in the Rockies. And Nuptse and Lhotse go to the West Coast. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you liked the story time. Bye.